welcome back to the channel. Y'all. The channel. Yeah, today we're working on the 2006 Toyota Sienna. Do the valve cover gaskets. I'm about to replace my coil packs and the spark plugs. And I'm also gonna put this intake gasket on because I gotta pull this intake up, this upper intake, to get to the spark plugs and stuff in the back. But my oil is leaking on that back valve cover gasket, so there's some more reasons why I'm about to do all this. The first step is that I'm doing is I'm gonna take this breather off. You got a plug right here. See that? And you got two screws in here. One right here and one on the back in the same spot. They're size 7mm or 10mm because I had two different screws in mine. I guess I did that a while back. But you want to take off this right here, these holes, these breather holes right here. This hooked onto this breather, and this one back here. Also, you gotta loosen this one up right here, which I already loosened it up. And this hose that's running off the breather, I'm gonna take it off right here. Which, as a matter of fact, that one was just hand tight. So let's see. Okay. On this one, you can just pop it up out of that slot right there. Cause what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this whole thing as one piece. I ain't gonna unhook all these hoses and stuff. You know, I'm gonna unhook the stuff that I have to unhook, like this electrical connector right here. The whole rubber came out on that one. Then I hook the coil packs, ignition coils. You got 6 in all, 3 in the front and 3 in the back. I ain't even got none of the locks on here. This stuff is kind of brittle up here. See all that stuff breaking up, that plastic? It's just breaking up on me. Oh, child. The injectors up. I'm gonna come back to that one over there. And this is a hose that's on this right here. Well, let's see, I'm probably gonna remove it from back there. See, unhook it there so it can be easy so you can see it to go right back. There's another one. Let me see. Okay, then we got the injector right here. All these little plastic start breaking up, and maybe I can get this off. Move that up. That piece just fell off, didn't it, y'all? Look at that. That piece just fell right off, that plastic piece. Let's put it over to the side for a minute. Out your way. This is the plastic piece down here. Alright. Get this up. Breather, just pull that up and out. Y'all see I did already had it. And you just sit that little piece to the side somewhere nice out your way. My spot is about to be right there for right now, y'all. This is your air filter. I need a new one of those too. That thing a little dirty. Ooh. Okay, but anyway. Let's see, let me take this off. You got some screws on here, which is size 10s right here. I don't know if you can see them, size 10 right down in here. I don't know if I'm gonna have to remove these yet, or it's just the 2 screws on the end. If it's just the 1 screw here and 1 screw over here, that's great. Then I can just move this whole thing out the way. Let's get it. All right, we got a hose right here on the bottom of this intake. And this, I'm using an 8mm to loosen up this clamp. It's like it's about broke. A little water gonna come out of there. Or antifreeze. Then you got a plug right here. Get little rusty pliers on it. Okay, and over here, I'm gonna take off this little hose right here that's on this bracket. So it did only have 2 screws. You had one, let me see, right there. Well, this stud, hold on. Yeah, so, and then you have one over here, right there. Just take those up and then just take it up and just move that out of your way. Sit that over to the side somewhere. Just out my way. And I got some dry rotted hoses and crack right there. Look at that. Okay, now, and this hose right here, let's run it to the throttle body. You have to take it loose because this whole piece is gonna come up with this black part right here. I gotta find what size these is, and then I'll let y'all know about those sizes right there. But take that out there. Probably another little hose. Twist it and pull. Got that one off. Okay. Alright, y'all, give me a minute. Let me find what size I need for these. These gonna be some T's, and I need to figure out what that size is too. So I'll be back. My husband got this little Inspector Gadget set up here. I don't know why it's going to spin the whole thing around, but it's supposed to spin that little piece around right there. So we're gonna see if we can get these out here. Get these out, and these are a size like a. These are like a size. This thing is a size 8 on the side of it right here. Right here on there it says 8. But yeah. And this one right here that I'm on right now, y'all, it wouldn't even tighten up. I don't know what's going on with that one. It's like, who did that? And also, these bolts right here, these right here, they are size 14. You got one here, and then you got one right there, and that's a size 14. And the rest of these on that thing is like a size, like I said, a size 8 or something. I didn't have the regular one that I could put on the socket, so I'm using this. See that the intake is already like lifting up off of there. Okay, and I already loosened this one up over here. Take this one off. That's why y'all, these gnats be getting on my nerves down here. Out here. And we got one over here. See, this intake is almost ready to come out now. Make sure y'all keep all your little screws. Let's see, take this little piece off first. And let's see if we can pull it up, make sure ain't in there. Oh, I got one hose holding it right here that I just see. See this hose right here? That's going over to your brake booster. I just pulled this whole thing out the brake booster instead of taking the clamps off. Just pull it out like this. See? So, alright, let's see if she's ready to come out of here. Oh, shoot, what the hell was that just fell down in there? Y'all, something just fell up in my dang on intake. The heli? I gotta check that out. Now I gotta look down in there, cause I just could have swore I seen something fall down in there, y'all. I don't know if it was a dang. That just stressed me out. Let me see. It's something in there, y'all. I might gotta get my glasses on to see that, cause it look like something in there. Y'all know, for real, for real. Can't tell what it is. Ah, dagnabbit. Whew, that just stressed me, y'all. Cause I can't crank it up if something fell down in there. I just got a glimpse of it. I don't know if something actually fell in there, but it looked like something did. So now that holds my work up because I gotta check and make sure ain't nothing in there. Stay tuned. I know I wear glasses, but I know I seen something fall out. My husband just pulled this out of there. This was a metal little clip that had fell in there. So y'all be careful when y'all taking this intake up. Make sure you got everything out the way and stuff don't fall in there because it'll scar something up. So we did get it out. So as you see, I'm gonna plug them, cover them up until I get done working in this area. So y'all be careful with that. Okay, now let me go back in here and just do it quickly. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so you got the 3 coil packs in the back. The ignition coils back there. With your 3 screws. Pop your ignition coils. It's 1 ignition coil. I'm replacing these guys. I got 6 of them. 3. They not all bad, guys. I just was replacing because it came in a whole little setup kit. I ordered off eBay. I got the whole little setup where it came with the spark plugs and the ignition coil because at O'Reilly's for the spark plugs it was like over $50-some just for the spark plugs, and I went on eBay. I got the spark plugs and the ignition coils for like $50-some. I'm not saying they're NGKs, but hey, they gonna work for a little while or something. Yeah. So now I just gotta take up these bolts right here. They all 10s around here, 10 millimeters. One here, then you just gonna have to feel along the back side because you can feel them back there. Just go all the way down and get unloosen all your screws and get it ready for the valve cover gasket to come off. And then I'm probably gonna take my spark plug out once I take that valve cover off. Yeah, I'm just taking all my I'm just loosening all my 10s. Then I'm gonna come back with my inspector gadget. Loosen them all of them up real quickly for y'all. Okay, we got let's go gadget. That's one right there. And just feel your hands on the back side back here, y'all. Feel all your screws. And that wire horn is kind of in the way. That was definitely getting on my nerves. Yeah, that don't feel like it's even on me. Hello. I can't see it. I'm just feeling. Yeah, I tell you what. I don't want to waste y'all time, so I'm going to come back when I actually got them loose back there, and so I can get ready to pull this up. I'll show y'all the ones in the front. Okay, I got that one loose, so we're on the front side here. The back side, y'all, on this harness over here in this corner is kind of on the valve covers. I'm trying to clear that. Get it. All right, there you go. And my valve cover was leaking right here on this corner. You see all that fluid right there that's leaking out? That's what was leaking in on that corner. Your spark plugs are inside of here. Here. You got 3 of them. See that too good? Get you close up there. Spark plugs are in this here. 1, 2, and 3. And they go in these holes right here. Well, the valve cover will be like that, so it will fit down in those holes. Y'all see on the back side how that oil is leaking right there? That's my purpose for even doing this, because it was leaking oil. take these spark plugs out now. I think that got it. Oh, and this spark plug size is a 5/8 socket. I gotta tell y'all that. Oh. So I know it's overdue for spark plugs. And it's since that time we had to replace one coil pack on here before that we got from the parts store we bought from O'Reilly's. Alright guys, these are my spark plugs and my ignition coils, and I got these off of eBay. I think they were like $57. That was with tax, something like that. I never heard of this brand, but we gonna try them out. Got all the spark plugs in here. Let's look at these coil bits. Ooh, ooh. I'm about to say more glue in the package. Oh yeah, that look nice. Look at that. And y'all, I don't even know what the spark plug gap is, but normally when they, when using like those skinny platinum tips or rims, you don't have to really do the gap. But like I said, I ain't never used this brand. I normally use NGKs, but we about to try these out. You see that? Just drop them in slowly because you don't want to mess up that little gap. So like let your finger run down in there with them if you ain't got no big fingers. Some of y'all got big fingers, you know what I'm saying? Mine's small, so I ain't got to worry about that. My husband, he got those sausage hot dog fingers.
Killer fingers.
Show your fingers, baby.
Come on now. Crack a nut with it.
Okay. Okay.
It's big.
Okay, so come on. I got them in there, so I just got to tighten them up. Let me sit this over here on my little setup. I got here for a minute while I get these suckers tightened up. Remember, y'all, 5/8. And we gonna run them down. I run them down by hand first because I don't want to cross thread them, now stuff like that. You don't want to cross thread now. Strip it out, because if you do, I feel for you. No, I didn't gap them because I didn't want to break that little tip on them. The little tip, I didn't want to break that off. Because them old school spark plugs, them AC Delcos, Well, since they started doing them platinum plugs, people don't be really gapping them. If they do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
y'all. If y'all want to gap them, y'all can. But
yeah, I'm gonna go with you.
Because it will be a gap for them, but I just ain't putting it on there because I'm doing some shade tree type stuff right now.
You got plenty of trees.
This is my personal vehicle, so it ain't like I'm working on a client car or something. Because when I'm working on client cars, I gotta, I gotta tighten up, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I said I gotta, you want to stop? I'm gonna go to the store, baby. What you gonna get? Okay. Hand tight now. Don't y'all over tighten them to strip them out now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you.
He said he wanna go with you, babe.
I thought about it.
Nah, he said he thought about it. He didn't really say he was going. Y'all, and I'm about to put these valve cover gaskets on here too. I got those off eBay too, y'all.
Cool patch now, huh?
Yep. I guess I'm an eBay shopper.
She's an eBay shopper.
I shop at the parts store too, guys, when the price is right or reasonable, but online you definitely get better deals. No kizzy. I'm not taking this whole intake up. This is the lower intake gasket, this whole piece right here. I don't need to take that up, but I had to take up this upper one because it was in the way of me getting off the back valve covers. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna take these valve covers off, just pull them up out of there like that. You see, them look stiff, ain't they? They just stiff. They just stiff, I swear. Let me just lay it right there for a minute. And then you want to replace these right here, these garments. This is where your spark plug thing go down on, but just take a little screwdriver and stick it up under there or in it, and they'll pop right on up. Well, kind of. I stuck it up under here. And, I don't know. Don't do me like that. See, I just pop them up out of there. That one was about dry riding anyway, because you see it started cracking on me. So take all these out and then put the new ones in. As soon as I put a little pressure on that thing, it start popping out. So just go up under it like that with your little screwdriver. Pop them out, put that down in there. Have to worry about your oil leaking down into your spark plug hose. Like I said, there wasn't no oil leaking down in mine because when I took the spark plugs out, it went wet down there like that. You just push them down there. You also can put a little oil on them too. If that'll help you slide it down a little easier. Way down in there. That's good. It'll probably be easier if you had a little oil to rub around them. Alright guys. I got the gasket in, but my thing is, you can put a little glue in here to kind of hold it, because I didn't put no glue in mine. I should have put some just to hold it, because I got to get on that back side, and my only thing I worry about is this gasket coming up, and I make a mistake and mash it when I'm tightening it up, and it ain't sitting in the right spot where it needs to sit at. So if y'all want to, y'all put a little glue inside of, up under here before you put your gasket on. You put a little glue just to hold it, and don't be just trying to make a gasket out of the glue. Now, don't do that. So just put a little bit down in here like that, and then gotta kind of let that stick in some. But I'm gonna try to do mine without that, Alright. Yeah, let me tell y'all how that back valve cover gasket back here done worked me to death. Remember how I told y'all earlier, if you want to put some little glue around here, to hold that gasket, because my issue that I have on this back corner over here, it just kept getting hung up and freaking like right over in this area right here where this wire harness run back here. It kept getting hung up over there and kept knocking my gasket off. I swear it was getting on my nerves, so I had to take it back up like twice and just go and put some glue on it to hold it so and let it seize a little bit so I can get it on there. So now I got it in there. I got the coil packs back in there. Hold on, turn my light around this way. Let me see here. Got a little late on me out here. I done got my coil packs back in there. Y'all want to see those? How that go? Yeah, see. All three of them in there. So now I'm about to get ready to oh, also y'all, it was a little let me show you so y'all, when you're taking off this intake, it was a little hose that go right here that comes out, and it just stick right on just like that, and it go on the back of the intake. Let me show you the holes that go on the intake right quick. Intake over here. So on the back side of this intake, that hole's right there. Y'all see it? It go right there on that spot right there. Yeah. So I'm about to get ready to put the intake back on, y'all. I did the hardest part first because all the way in the back, it's a little tight back there. No kizzy. So I'm gonna put this back on, then I'm gonna do this one right here and do the spark plugs and coils and all that good stuff. Y'all stay tuned. Yeah, remember I told y'all I'm gonna place this upper intake gasket, so you just pull it off, and it looked like it actually needed to be replaced too, to be honest with you. A little flat, but yeah, it go like this, guys, so just fit it into the slot. All right, y'all, let's see if we can get this intake back on here. This upper intake, the gas line right here, y'all got me off a little bit. Ooh. Okay. See if I can get that hose that I told y'all about on the back side back there. If I can feel my hand and get it up in there. And you can see it if you lift it up like this. I can see it now. Got that on. Okay. Now, See that? Hopefully y'all see that. Now, got your little hoses over here you gotta get back on. So, remember this handy dandy bracket right here. So get that back in where you need to get. Hold on. Now, hand start them, guys. Let me see, this one already feeling a little crazy to me. That don't look like it went back there, but it probably didn't. And once again, let me take some of the tension up. Kind of hold it up to get them started there. And guys, I didn't look up the torque for this, but just know you can most likely get it off AutoZone.com for this torque here. Because like with the valve cover gaskets, I just really do those hand tight as I can get them. I don't really put that deep torque on there, you know. These little 14s over here on this one. Got 2 of those. Gotta get back up on there. Dark on that side, y'all. On top, this socket thing right here is a 1/4 too. And then lift it up a little bit. Alright. I just want to do it like that a little bit. Because I am going to end up doing this by hand too. So I'm just trying to get them snug down. Like that. And then I'm going to come back and lock them down with the ratchet, you know. Alright. Alright now. Just like my last one, tightening this up here. Double back and make sure I got that 14 on that end tighten up too. Oh yeah, they tight. Okay. And then we got some little stuff over here, guys. Remember we got this over here. Put these clamps back on. Remember I told y'all that was an 8mm. Let's see here. I think I need a, okay, this clamp good. I thought I needed to have to put another one on here, but it's working. Let's hope it seems like it's working. There's a plug over here that you got to plug back up on the throttle body. Listen for the click. Okay. This one gonna go right here. Don't mind my rusty pliers, y'all. They work wonders. Now, guys, now that I got what I felt was the hard part out the way over here, so I'm about to start taking this front valve cover gasket out and the coil packs and the spark plugs, and we're gonna already loosen up everything, but I ain't got my little gun out at the moment. Take all these out. And I don't know if I told y'all, but it's 9 bolts in all on these valve cover gaskets going around. Take these all out. So y'all, I like to try to do the hard part, or the part that I feel that's the hardest, which was the back for me, because the front, you know, you can get to everything easy and smooth. So I just said, let me do that back first and get that hard part out the way. Because I tell y'all, that valve cover gasket back down the back, you know it whooped my good tail. I'm about to start throwing some tools across the yard. Yes, I was. About to start throwing them. Y'all see the little finger action? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, twirl it, twirl it, twirl it, twirl it, twirl it. That's crazy, y'all. Back hurt. Pull out your coil packs. Oh, see my little garments a little messed up on this. You see that oil on there? Like oil been leaking down there. But no worries. Oh yeah, it's oil down in there on the spark plugs on them. Let me show y'all. Let me see if I can show it to y'all. Hold on. Y'all see down in there? You gotta be careful. Y'all can see that oil in there. Y'all might can see it and you might can. So, if you ever get oil down in the spark plug thing, it's these garments that go around here that you can replace, that I showed y'all on the back side. Replacing those. And just pull it up just like that. Let's see. Oh, look at her. Somebody look at her. Oh, she looking pretty. The Toyota been riding. She been riding, y'all.
Wow, why the chain so dusty?
Huh?
Why the chain so dusty?
The chain? That's no chain, baby. That's those are gears right here.
So you
it
can
look like chain supposed to be on there?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the camshafts.
Oh, so you can dock your brakes.
No, these are not the brakes, baby. My baby said, so you can stop the brakes. Alright, y'all, I'm going to get this switched out. I already showed y'all on the back side of how I'm going to do it. Just pull up your gaskets. Don't forget to put your little glue around here, especially on that one in the back, because it's kind of hard because that white harness in the way. But in the front, I should be able to just work with it because I'm right here. So, I will return. Determine to say, I'll be back. Alright guys, I got my gaskets and stuff on, the new gaskets and the seals, garments in here on. Now I'm about to take out the spark plugs over here so I can change those. 5/8 socket. This is the one that got the oil in there, guys. So when you do take this up, that oil that's inside the cylinder is going to run down, and it might make the car smoke a little bit on when you first crank it up. That's just that oil burning off that went down into the combustion chamber. So nothing to worry about, nothing major. See that oil on it? Yeah. Don't forget the finger twirl now. This will get a little resistant, you know, it ain't going like I want it to go. Got a little, okay. Yeah, we want to hear it like, see it like that. So ain't no oil on that one, so like I said, it was pretty good. And remember what I told y'all about the spark plug gap. You know, y'all can look that up online. Let me show you what the spark plug gap will look like if I can find my key. If I even got one. Yeah. This is what you gap your spark plug with. These mine are a little old, but see those numbers on there? You can get these at, this one come from O'Reilly's. As y'all can tell, I had a long time because it's fading. But any part store you can get them from. Now it's time to put them back in. Hold them all the way till you don't want them to fall down in there. You gotta have some baby fingers to do this. Or you can put a little hose on there, or you can put it into your socket and start it too. I just do mine like that for some reason. Let's get them all hand started. Yes, Sirski. Yeah, because you don't want to cross it. Remember I told y'all that. You don't want to cross it. Because then you got some problems on your hands. I got a cramp in my hand. Y'all trying to take my thing up. Alright. So this front side a little sweet for me. Alright. Now, and you can wipe around here to clean this up around here where your valve cover gasket's gonna sit at. Wipe it up with a little rag or paper towel or something. Which I do have paper towels. Do it like that, get a little clean. This one ain't too dirty. I had to wipe it off a little bit though. But y'all, I keep getting a freaking cramp in my fingers. Let's try not to let the dirt get inside, so get back on that. Oh god dang, I tell y'all man why I dropped a piece of in there. Now I got to get it out. A big chunk. I want to clog up these oil holes inside of here. Some dirt. See that? Y'all might can't see it, but I see it. Yeah, get that out of there. Okay, got it. It is sweet though. Only part you might have is getting these around here. What I'm trying to take is a little screwdriver and go around it so they can fall on down in there. I got this little, y'all look at this little screwdriver. It's actually long, but the thing went all the way inside of there where it was long. So shoot, that thing then pop down up in there. I could just rock it on there. I usually put a little oil on there too now. You can do that too, because you don't want to put no hole in this. So you're definitely going to be leaking in. I got just a little bit more piece right there. Okay, there it is. Now, gasket on all the way around. Just run your finger around. And now that. Now, all we gotta do is put the screws back in. Alright, got everything screwed down. About to put the coil packs in. Lock them down. See that on now. Well, you really can't go wrong with that. They only go one way because you got to put the screws in. It's got a little put going on. Yeah, y'all want to put these too tight, but this stuff ain't never plastic. Crack it right on off. Okay, now that I've got that. Oh yeah, the over here, this upper radiator hose run across here, so I had to unhook that so I can get this one bolt right here. But if you think you can get it without moving the hose, then it's a go. Y'all ain't gonna believe what I just did, but luckily I got small hands and I can get it. That's one thing I'm gonna say. Y'all see these injector wires? I mean these injectors. Don't forget, yeah, hold on, god dang my camera. Hold on, y'all. Okay, these right here, 1, 2, 3. You got 3 here, then you got 3 on this side going here. And guess what I did? I forgot to put them on there. But guess what I ain't doing? I ain't about to take this intake up and run my hand right through here and just pop them back on. So, don't forget that, y'all. Alright, y'all, I got those 3 back on the injector rack on the back. There's only 3 of them. You see one right there? Let's see, hold on. Can y'all see it down there? It's the, look, it's the gray connector. I don't even know if y'all can see it, but it's right here. Right there. But anywho, yeah, I was able to reach my hand through there and get all 3 of them on, but please don't forget that like I did, guys. And also, this one over here on this brake booster right here, don't forget that one, y'all. I'm trying to show y'all something. Heck, I forgot it. Yes. Hold on. Just pop it back up in there. But yeah, don't y'all forget to get this on there either, because the brake pedal be real hard to push if you don't. And you'll know, you'll know you done did something wrong. It's just a rubber. So make sure you get it pushed all the way in, far as you can get it. That look like that's it. Okay. What we got now is this piece right here that I laid to the side. Remember, we got 2 screws, one here, one over here, that gonna fit on here and here. Alright. Speed out there. And I got the other one right here. Right down here. Okay. No, I heard something. He over here putting this cat in the cooler. And okay, also, let's not forget you got a hose that go right here, which is kind of fit right over there where you need to go. All you gotta do is push it back up over there like that. And then also, you got a couple more wires. I gotta go in here. I swear this is just ridiculous. Oh, this stuff, I guess it be getting hot up here. And your injector wires. Hold on, let me. Okay. Put my injector wire down there. Pop all of them in. Listen for the click. You gotta click to let you know that there's a lock. Mine probably didn't even click in my stuff, so drive right it out here. Okay. Make sure I got everything hooked up here, which I do, but this right here, I wish I had some tape or something. I'll do that again later. Get this in here right, cause I just probably have to put some tape on it and wrap it up and hold it. Put my hose back on over here now. Definitely make sure you get all your hoses hooked up. You don't want to have no vacuum leaks or water leaks or anything. So y'all, all that's left to do now is put this breather back on over here and put this hose on and then crank it up. So once I do that, we'll crank it up. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we got everything back together, hopefully. Now for the breather, you know, you got a hose right here that run to this thing here. Then you got this hose that runs right here Then you got this other hose that run from here. I mean from here all the way to right there. So, you know where that go. Then you put your breather back down. So you got to crank it up. All right, King, crank it up for me. Yeah. Give it a little gas, accelerate it a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, you can turn it off, King. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Tell your grandma, tell your granddad, tell a friend, tell everybody. We out. Yes, sir, Steve.